Hello, everyone. This is Dave Vitti, too. I am doing this for a letter to Congress, and this is in regards to the operations of the DOJ, FBI, and how they're not handling true crime and they're handling their political opponent. Formal request for congressional investigation into the executive overreach, ethical failures, and the dismantling of independent oversight. Dear Representatives, I am writing to express my grave concern regarding what appears to be a systemic breakdown of ethics standards and legal accountability within the current administration. I formally request that this letter be entered into the official record and read on the floor to ensure that these grievances are documented for the American people. While defenders of the administration often point to past legal actions against President Trump as partisan, the facts of those cases remain established. The recovery of classified documents at Mar-a-Lago, the civil judgment regarding the fraudulent inflation of property values for favorable interest rates, the documented rhetoric telling supporters to fight like hell prior to the Capitol breach, and the recorded call to Georgia officials to find specific vote tallies for the 2020 election. However, acknowledging those facts does not excuse the current administration from its own legal and ethical obligations. Specifically, I urge Congress to investigate the following matters immediately. Karen Bud Felon, quid pro quo. Recent reports indicate that the Associated Deputy Secretary of the Interior, Karen Bud Felon, failed to disclose a $3.5 million water rights deal between her husband, Frank Fallon, and the Lithium Nevada Corporation. This deal was reportedly contingent upon the Department of the Interior approval of the Thacker Pass lithium mine, a project the agency fast-tracked while Bud Fallon held a senior leadership role. The termination of Tom Homan investigation. In September 2025, the Department of Justice, DOJ, abruptly closed bribery investigation into border czar Tom Homan. The probe involved recordings of Homan allegedly accepting $50,000 in cash from an undercover FBI agent in exchange for promises of future governmental contracts. The closure of this case by political appointees, including Kash Patel, suggests a protected tier of justice for the administration's allies. Epstein investigation obstruction. Despite the Epstein Files Transparency Act, DOJ has released this less than 1% of the mandated documents as of January 2026. Survivors have now formally requested an Inspector General, OIG, investigate into the Attorney General Pam Bondi's handling of these records, citing failures in transparency and survivor protection. Dismantling of oversight. The administration's Friday night purge in January 2025 saw the unlawful firing of 17 inspector generals. OIGs has effectively crippled internal accountability. This has been exacerbated by the defunding of the Council of the Inspector General on the Integrity and Efficiency CIGIE, and the creation of a new National Fraud Enforcement Division that reports directly to President and Vice President, bypassing traditional DOJ independence. The American people deserve a government that adheres to the rules of law, not one that weaponizes the DOJ for political witch hunts while ignoring documented corruption within its own ranks. I ask that you investigate the executive branch, the FBI, and the removal of the OAGs who were tasked with rooting out this very fraud. Thank you for your time and your commitment to the Constitution. John, disabled Navy veteran. There's a bibliography attached. Yeah, this will be in my indexes. You can get it there. You can get it off of Substack, where this is going to be posted. Also, it will be in my Discord eventually. Thank you for your time. Like, share, follow. Please remember, you are loved no matter what you do. Thank you and goodbye.